I have a message. I just saw a message that said that Damon Dash married his ex-wife because she reminded him of Aaliyah. The dangers behind that is the fact that that person reminds you of somebody, but that person is not that somebody. So then what it does is when you realize that that person really is not that person that reminds you of that person ain't remind that person just reminds you of the looks, not of the personality. So when you find that out, that just creates more trauma for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just more trauma and more stress and more depression that you have to get out of, because now that person that reminded you of somebody, you, it's clearly not that person. So you were creating a facade in your head. So when that facade gets torn down and you realize you're traumatized now, because and you in grief even more because you try to search for somebody within, you try to search for somebody that you lost within somebody else. We got to learn to I hope y'all get what I'm saying, because I think I said that a little too fast. I'm just saying, we have to learn how to deal with our problems and deal with our grief. And when you deal with grief, I lost a few people in my life. I had people murdered in my family. When you're dealing with that, you have to go directly to God. You got to go directly to Jesus, because Jesus is the healer. Because it's like always, people do want to give you advice and everything. They want to help, but it's not helping because it's not really directly from the source. Because you can only find healing within the source. You can only find comfort within the source. So it's like I've always been intuitive. I've always been connected. So the grief that I have gone through in my life, I learned to cope with it, because you don't forgive, or it's hard to forget, but you don't forget. You definitely don't forget, but you learn to cope with that grief. That's the message.